Good evening, everyone. Welcome to yet another bi-weekly session of Travel Plans webinar. In today's session, we'll be exploring the Dev Bhumi. As the name itself suggests, this gem of a destination is so beautiful and has so much to offer when it comes to, Indian tourists, or maybe even if we talk about international tourists as well. Whether the tourists are of someone who are filled with adrenaline and love the adventurous activities, or whether they are someone who are more spiritually oriented and inclined towards the ancient beautiful temples, which in themselves depict another beautiful story or a part of Himachal Pradesh. So definitely I can't wait to explore what all Himachal has to offer to all the tourists, and I'm pretty sure you too will be excited, because if we look at the recent news articles where you must have definitely seen that almost, I believe, 18,500, if I'm not wrong, tourists, cross the border. So definitely there are pretty interesting times ahead of us. And as we all can see that tourists are, dying to travel. So definitely, as I once again want to say that a beautiful time is ahead of all of us. So we all should be pretty much excited. So do stay tuned as we bring to you a beautiful presentation for an equally beautiful destination. And also we'll cover how TravelPlan offers you the best B2B Himachal deals, where we have, clubbed the technology for all our travel partners, that is you, to provide instant quotations for top selling Himachal itineraries at best B2B rates. So all this and more is coming up for you. And let's start with today's exciting session and welcome our guest for the evening, Miss Aishwarya Juneja, Supply Manager at TravelPlan. Hello, Aishwarya. How are you?
Hi Rakshit, I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good, Aishwarya. So जैसा कि मैंने सेशन में बताया कि हिमाचल की जो न्यूज भी रिसेंटली आई थी कि so many tourists are, thronging the mountains in हिमाचल प्रदेश. So आप कैसे देखते हैं, like as a travel industry member को आप?
रक्षित देखो, ये तो बहुत ही मतलब वी ऑल वो वेटिंग फॉर दिस डे कि कब बॉर्डर्स ओपन होंगे फॉर एवरी डेस्टिनेशन एंड कब ट्रैवल एजेंट्स और सप्लायर्स को बहुत अच्छा बिजनेस मिलेगा. एंड हिमाचल इज वन ऑफ द डेस्टिनेशन वी स्टार्टेड लाइक दोज हु ओपन देयर बॉर्डर्स फॉर टूरिस्ट आफ्टर सेकंड वेव ऑफ कोविड. एंड यस, वी हैव रिसीव्ड प्रीटी गुड रिस्पॉन्स, स्पेशली फ्रॉम नॉर्थ इंडियंस के लिए तो इट्स अ वीकेंड गेट अवे. सो काफी लोग गए हैं पास्ट 1 मंथ में हिमाचल. एंड पूरी कोशिश रहेगी कि अभी भी जब तक एटलीस्ट कोई रेस्ट्रिक्शंस नहीं है, बिकॉज रेस्ट्रिक्शंस अभी क्वाइट ओपन है सबके लिए. सो देयर शुड मल्टीपल पीपल ट्रैवल टू हिमाचल एंड इट इज बेटर फॉर आवर ट्रैवल एजेंट्स एंड सप्लायर्स ऑल्सो, so that they can grow their business through Himachal bookings.
Definitely, Aishwarya. So let's start with today's session.
Perfect. I'll just share my screen. I hope it is visible.
Yeah, it's visible, Aishwarya.
Perfect. So hello everyone. As Rakshit introduced, I am Aishwarya. I'm working with TravelPlan as a business manager. And today we are going to learn more about Himachal. Maybe आपने जो भी आज हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं उसमें आपको ऑलरेडी काफी चीजें पता हों, कुछ हो सकता है न्यू चीजें हों. At the end of the day, this particular destination learning session will be beneficial for each one of us to learn about Himachal in detail, and we can be more confident while selling this. If you have any questions regarding the session, कोई doubts हो आपको, please feel free to write that questions in the comment section. We'll cover that up once the session is over. Perfect. So as Rakshit said, Himachal is also known as Dev Bhumi. काफी यहाँ पे temples वगैरह आपको देखने को मिलेगा. That is why it is known as Dev Bhumi of India. So I am pretty sure सभी travel agents and suppliers ने once in their lifetime they might have sold minimum one package for Himachal. That is why everyone loves to travel Himachal for its adventurous activities, for beautiful mountains, for its flora and fauna, and no doubt for its cuisine as well. So Himachal is it's a Himachal Pradesh. It's a capital. It's a state of India, and it is located in the northern west side, northern part of the India, and it is also referred to as Dev Bhumi. And no doubt why it is known as Dev Bhumi, because it has historical temples in the state. That is why it is known as Dev Bhumi. Himachal Pradesh. basically this not only for Delhi NCR, but for the northern part of the India, it is a weekend getaway. But for the southern, eastern and western part of the India, it is a proper travel destinations in India. काफी हाई डिमांड में रहता है. हिमाचल, केरला, गोवा, these are few destinations which are always at peak, and Himachal no doubt it's a best summer destination. आप लोगों ने भी देखा होगा जैसे ही समर वेकेशंस आते हैं, people prefer going to Shimla, Manali or maybe Dharamshala for their spending their summer vacations in Himalayas. So today we are going to study for all these destinations in detail. Not all, but maybe like few of these destinations such as Shimla, Manali, Dharamshala, Dalhousie. The state has also many important Hindu pilgrimage sites with different temples known as Jwala Devi Temple, Chintpurni, Jako Temple, Bijli Mahadev. These are few temples which are located in Himachal and are quite famous. That is why you can see people of every age group, they prefer traveling to Himalayas for these temples. So let's see how does this map looks like. हिमाचल में कौन कौन सी सिटीज हैं एंड कौन सी सिटीज कहाँ कैसे लोकेटेड हैं. As you can see in this map, Himachal shares their borders with Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Ladakh, and Jammu Kashmir in India, and they share their border with China also. So if you are traveling from Haryana, then again Solan and Shimla is the nearest which you can travel, and from Shimla there are different routes which leads to Kulu Manali, Mandi, to Chamba, to Lahore and Spiti. These are the cities which are located in Himachal. These are the famous places where you can find different resort towns known as Dharamshala, Dalhousie, Manali, Shimla, Chamba, Khajjar. All these places are located in Shimla. So this is how the Shimla maps looks like. So कोई भी डेस्टिनेशन को सेल करने से पहले हमें एटलीस्ट वो पता होना चाहिए कि कौन सी डेस्टिनेशन एक जगह से दूसरी जगह का कितना डिस्टेंस है, मैप में कौन सी जगह नॉर्थ में है, कौन सी ईस्ट में है, कौन सी वेस्ट में है, so that we can guide all these to our customers very easily and confidently. So with this map I hope it is quite clear कि कौन सी डेस्टिनेशन किधर लोकेटेड है in Himachal Pradesh. So there are different types of tours. So as I told you, if people of every age group prefer traveling to Himachal. अब वो किसी भी चीजों के लिए जा सकते हैं, be it a family tour. As I told you, whenever summer vacations comes in, people prefer taking their children for their good for 1 week vacation, summer vacations to the Himalayas. So yes, it is a family destination as well. Group tours happen. Best part about Shimla, best part about actually Himachal is there are multiple offbeat destinations जो quite famous हैं for their adventurous activities and for the weekend getaways. So उसके लिए ग्रुप टूर्स चलते हैं, ट्रेकिंग टूर्स बोल सकते हो आप या एडवेंचरर टूर्स बोल सकते हो, which are for 4 to 5 days, which are also known as weekend getaways. ये टूर्स जो हैं आप इंडिविजुअल भी ले सकते हो, be it a customized tour or you can take the group tours as well. Honeymoon tours, yes, it is. Himachal is one of the honeymoon destination. So whenever someone is getting married, first destination, if they are planning to travel within India, then Himachal is the first destination which comes into their mind. Yes, they should travel to Himachal Pradesh for spending their honeymoon. School tours and college tours happens. I am pretty sure once in your lifetime, you might have seen that your school is organizing a trip to Shimla, Manali, or maybe to Manali and Rohtang Pass. So yeah, this is famous for school and corporate, school and college tours. Last but not the least, corporate tours. Corporate tours also are quite famous in Himachal Pradesh whenever they need a leisure kind of a thing. Because see, कॉर्पोरेट में आप बहुत लंबा टूर्स का ड्यूरेशन तो मिलता नहीं है, यू गेट फॉर मैक्सिमम 4-5 days you can spend. So Himachal is the ideal destination where you can spend your holidays for 4 to 5 nights minimum. So Himachal Pradesh, how you can travel to how you can reach to Himachal? There are different modes. If you are traveling by road, you can take the mode of bus, cabs and bikes. These are the few transportation things by which you can reach to Himachal Pradesh. If you are traveling by air, then there are nearest airports are Delhi, Chandigarh, Amritsar, and there are 2 local airports in Himachal. One is Dharamshala and one is in Bhuntar. So usually people, if they are traveling from from the southern, eastern or western sides of India, they prefer reaching to Delhi or Chandigarh first, so that they can spend one night each in Delhi and Chandigarh as well, and then they can take the road trip to the Himachal. That is the ideal solution. But yes, अगर किसी के पास थोड़ा time कम है and they are tight on their number of days, then they can take the direct flight to either Chandigarh or Amritsar, and then they can go to the Himachal Pradesh. One can travel by train also. Again, for northern Indian people, best way is by road. They cannot travel by air. But if someone is traveling by air, or for Delhi people also, if they want to go to Himachal Pradesh by train, they can take the nearest railway station as Chandigarh or Shimla. चंडीगढ़ अगर आप लेते हो तो चंडीगढ़ से कालका तक के लिए आपको जाना पड़ेगा, एंड फ्रॉम कालका यू कैन टेक द टॉय ट्रेन टू शिमला. We'll read more about toy train in another slide. So this is how you can reach to Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh as a state, it's quite huge. There are multiple cities which are located in Himachal, but there are few which are famous for its tourist places. No doubt, Shimla, Manali are always at the top. Everyone must have heard about Shimla, Manali, but there are other towns or cities located in Himachal which are also very famous for tourists. So these are the list of cities which I have mentioned here: Shimla, Manali, Kasol, Dharamshala, Dalhousie, Khajjar, Chamba, Kasauli, Kangra, Solan, McLeodganj, Spiti Valley, Birbiling, Tirthan Valley. So these are the few places which are actually very famous for tourists. These are considered as a tourist destination. So today we will learn few things about not all destinations, but we'll try to cover as much as possible. So places to visit. First one is again Shimla. It is also known as summer capital. So I am sure everyone knows here that the capital, Himachal has two different capitals: summer capital and the winter capital. Shimla is the summer capital of Himachal Pradesh, and Dharamshala is the winter capital. So this hill station, it is actually really famous for its spectacular views of snow-capped mountains. I'll not say that Shimla is only famous for this. All the hill stations are famous for their mountains, but the view you get from Shimla, the snow-capped mountains, these are actually very good from Shimla. If you talk about what is the best time to travel, ideal time is October to June only. But if you really don't mind traveling in winter and you can tolerate lesser than 0 degrees Celsius, then definitely you can travel to Shimla all year round. It's an all year round destination. And it is very near from Chandigarh. Distance is actually only at 3 hours and 30 minutes drive, which is approximately 1115 kilometers. Not very far from Chandigarh. 3 घंटे का distance है. आपको कभी भी मन किया आप चंडीगढ़ से कार आपने pick किया and go to Shimla and enjoy the weekend over there. And if you are planning to travel from New Delhi, then it will take you approximately 7 hours and 30 minutes drive by your own vehicle, and which is approximately 350 kilometers. Yeah, you can take drive from Delhi to Chandigarh. Chandigarh में rest किया आपने थोड़ा, you just have your lunch or breakfast, and then you proceed ahead to your to the Shimla. As I told you, best time to travel is October to June. So there are multiple places to visit in Shimla, which will be included in the itinerary. And if not included in the itinerary, then you can travel on your own as well. So few places which are considered in Shimla local sightseeing are Christ Church. This is a church which you might have seen in multiple movies and maybe in TV serials also. ये काफी अच्छा, मतलब ऐसा बोल सकते हैं आप कि शूटिंग के लिए बहुत अच्छा लोकेशन है शिमला. काफी मूवीज और टीवी सीरियल्स का शूटिंग हुआ है यहाँ पे. सो आई एम प्रीटी श्योर यू माइट हैव सीन दिस चर्च अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. द मॉल रोड आपका हर बेसिकली हर हिल स्टेशन में एक मॉल रोड होता है जो फेमस होता है. शिमला का भी मॉल रोड इज एक्चुअली वेरी फेमस फॉर, एंड इट इज अ शॉपिंग सेंटर. इफ यू वांट टू बाय एनीथिंग इन शिमला, देन you know where you want to proceed. You should go to Mall Road. Shimla State Museum, Sankat Mochan Temple, Summer Hill, and Indian Institute of Advanced Studies. These are the few sightseeing which are considered as a Shimla local sightseeing. So there are few places which can be covered when you are staying in Shimla. So one is the Kufri, which is approximately 14 kilometers from Shimla, and it is actually it is also known as a resort hill station, which is located in the district of Shimla. And you must, I don't think so, many people must know this. Kufri, Shimla, and Chel. These three are considered as a golden triangle of Himachal Pradesh, and it is also very famous for adventure activities. You can do skiing here. It is also known as potato research station. um, Kufri also has a mini zoo which is located in the dense forest and which has a rare breed of wild animals, which you can easily find in Kufri only. And there's a bird also which is very famous by name of Monal. Monal, it's a state bird of Himachal Pradesh. If you're lucky enough, you can easily see Monal in Kufri, which is located near to Shimla. You can take the day trip also. Day trip में आपका कुफरी easily cover हो जाता है along with different sightseeings. Another one is the ridge. जो ridge है, it is the hub of cultural activities of Himachal Pradesh, which connects you to the Mall Road as well. And Mall Road is famous for the shopping center. It's actually a shopping center for for Shimla. So it is what is ridge? जो ridge है, it is a wide open street. जो ये बेसिकली आपकी मॉल रोड के साइड में ही जा रही होती है रिच. एंड इट इज इन विंटर्स इट इज कैप्चर्ड विद स्नो. जो भी स्नोफॉल होता है, यू कैन सी फर्स्ट स्नोफॉल इन द रिज एरिया ओनली. एंड जो रिज रोड है, जो आपकी बेसिकली द रिज, इट इज connected to the Lakkar Bazaar, which is also known as wooden market. So अगर आपको कुछ भी buy करना है wooden products or wooden handmade bags or something like that, you can definitely go to that Lakkar Bazaar. That this particular road leads to that Lakkar Bazaar. It is often the most photographed part of hill station because काफी beautiful जगह पे located है. एंड कभी भी कोई स्नोफॉल हो रहा होता है एंड यू सी द न्यूज अबाउट स्नोफॉल इन हिमाचल प्रदेश और स्नोफॉल इन शिमला, आपको जो फोटो दिखेगा वो रिच का ही होगा. दैट इज हाउ फेमस दिस पर्टिकुलर रिच इज. नेक्स्ट इज कालका शिमला टॉय ट्रेन. एज आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर, one can take the toy train also. And personally speaking, this is my favorite part about Shimla. इतनी क्यूट सी ट्रेन है, छोटी सी ट्रेन होती है विच स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम कालका. कालका से लेकर आपको पूरा शिमला तक कनेक्ट करती है. एंड if you are traveling with your family members and if you have kids also, then there is no harm spending 5.5 hour journey in this toy train because the view which you will get, ये बेसिकली पूरा जो कनेक्ट करता है, वहां पे आपको विलेजेस दिखेंगे. यू विल सी माउंटेन्स आल्सो, ग्रीनरी अराउंड योरसेल्फ. इट्स अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल टॉय ट्रेन एंड बहुत ज्यादा फास्ट स्पीड पे नहीं चलता है ये. इट रन्स एट अ वेरी डिसेंट स्पीड. एंड बेस्ट पार्ट अबाउट टॉय ट्रेन इज इट इज actually a part of UNESCO World Heritage List. So yeah, if you are traveling to Shimla and you are not tight on your number of days, you should definitely go travel to Shimla via Kalka Shimla toy train. Next, we talk about Chadwick Falls. So these are the falls which is located in the Glen Forest, which is also in the Shimla itself. If you are a fan of waterfalls, then definitely you can visit to this waterfall. It is not very far away from Shimla. It will take approximately 1.5 hours to reach Chadwick Falls. It is located at a beautiful location. So winters में जो waterfall है, ये पूरा थोड़ा freeze हो जाता है. So you can see ice also here. And when you reach at the waterfall, you have to cross the forest. So जब आप वो forest cross करके waterfall तक reach कर रहे होते हो, that view is quite spectacular. So yeah, you can include Chadwick Falls in your Shimla itinerary as well. So that was all about Shimla. And duration for Shimla is ideally covered in 2 nights and 3 days. If you are staying for more than 2 nights also, then also it is really good. But अगर आप किसी और city के साथ combine कर रहे हैं Shimla को, then ideal stay in Shimla should be 2 nights and 3 days. Next, we'll talk about Manali, which is also the India's honeymoon capital. As I told you, काफी honeymoon couples का dream होता है मनाली में spend करना. And why not? India की इतनी beautiful destination है. So अगर अभी international नहीं जा सकते, so I believe at least मनाली तो जा ही सकते हैं हम. It's a popular hill station and मनाली का बेस्ट सीजन इज एक्चुअली अक्टूबर टू जून. बहुत प्लेजेंट वेदर रहता है. यू कैन विजिट ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड. मनाली के आसपास भी देर आर फ्यू टाउन्स एंड देर आर फ्यू वैलीज विच इज नोन एज रोहतांग पास इन सोलांग वैली. वो भी आप विजिट कर सकते हो. देर आर फ्यू टाइमिंग्स व्हेन दीज वैलीज आर ओपन, स्पेशली रोहतांग पास. जून से वो ओपन होता है टिल अक्टूबर. And you can see snowfall also over there. So Manali, if you are planning to visit Manali and you want to see the snowfall, then best months are January and February. uh, it depends. December and March में भी कई बार snowfall हो रहा होता है, but heavy snowfall is during January and February. That is why these months are also the peak period of Himachal tourism. And yes, people travel to Rohtang Pass and Solang Valley as well. If they are going to Manali, they should definitely visit. These valleys are actually famous for the adventure activities known as skiing, paragliding, horse riding, and zorbing. Zorbing is a very attractive activity, which I'll explain you later on with the image also. And Rohtang Pass, it is almost covered with snow, and yeah, it is overcrowded. काफी traffic jam दिखने को मिलेगा. So you can definitely visit to Rohtang Pass as well. So let's read more about Manali. क्या क्या है मनाली के nearby areas में. So Manali के ही nearby area है एक कसौल. It is also a beautiful village and it is a popular hub for trekkers, backpackers and nature lovers. So कसौल जो है, it's a really nice village जो बेसिकली आपका पार्वती रिवर के साथ ही है. मतलब जो कसौल है उसके अंदर पार्वती रिवर फ्लो कर रही है. एंड नेचर वाइज इट इज वेरी वेरी ब्यूटिफुल, पिक्चर रेस्क्यू स्पॉट. ट्रेकर्स ज्यादा प्रेफर करते हैं जाना बिकॉज फ्रॉम कसौल यू कैन हैव मेनी ट्रेकिंग स्पॉट्स हैं वहाँ पे. जो फेमस ट्रेकिंग स्पॉट है दैट इज कसौल टू खीरगंगा. खीरगंगा का ट्रैक है विच इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 13 किलोमीटर्स पर वे ट्रैक. आपको usually it takes 5 to 6 hours minimum to reach Khirganga. Then you can take the camping over there and then you can come back next day. So quite good if you like adventure activities and if you like trekking, then definitely Kasol is a good to go destination. And you can chill and relax. Sif relax karna, if you're going there with your friends, then yeah, Kasol is a good destination to travel. It is located so from Kasol there is a small village which is known as Malana. Malana is also an offbeat destination and it's a small village. So if you are covering Kasol and you have time, then you can visit to Malana as well. Next, we'll talk about Manikaran Sahib Kulu. This is a Manikaran Gurudwara. I am sure आप सभी ने ये भी पहले सुना होगा बहुत बार, मणिकरण गुरुद्वारा जो पार्वती रिवर के ऊपर ही बेस्ड है. It is located only 4 kilometers away from Kasol and in the Parvati river basically, and it is also known as a famous pilgrimage destination. So whenever anyone is traveling to Manali, they prefer going to this Manikaran Gurudwara. So why this is famous? First, Parvati river ke upar hi located hai ye. Second, there are 3 hot springs which you can take a bath. One is inside the Gurdwara and another one are privatized in the guest houses. So जो गुरुद्वारे के अंदर है that is easily accessible. You can go and you can take the hot spring bath. So this is very beautiful location. You will feel very calm over there. So day trip में you can include Manikaran also. It's an optional tour. Usually कोई भी travel agent अगर tour दे रहे होते हैं, it is included in the मतलब extras. If you want to cover, you can. Next is paragliding in Manali. So as we told, Manali is an adventural place where you can enjoy multiple adventural activities. No doubt it's a honeymoon destination, but यहाँ पे काफी adventure activities भी कर रहे होते हैं. So paragliding is one of them. It is actually to 2050 meters above sea level. There's a location from where you can do the paragliding. If you are actually interested, you can see the green valleys, blue skies, snow-capped mountains. Really good experience. Yeah, so it is basically liked by Indian tourists as well and the international tourists as well. Next is Hidimba Temple. I am sure Hidimba temple भी सबने ही cover किया होगा. This is also included in the basic itinerary. जो पूरा एक जिस दिन day tour होता है मनाली का, उसमें ये included रहता है Hidimba temple. It is a unique temple which is dedicated to Hidimba Devi, who was the wife of Bhim in Mahabharat. And yeah, it is a beautiful temple which is located in the Cedar forest, and it is built on a rock which is believed to be the image of goddess Hidimba herself. You can see the picture. This is the Hidimba temple. Next, we'll talk about Salang Valley and Rohtang Pass. As I told you, Salang Valley, it is 14 kilometers to the northwest of the main town, which is Manali. And it is one of the famous tourist destination. It is famous for the adventure activities and for the view as well. And if you are a photographer, then must visit. Salang Valley में जो भी adventure activities होती है, it includes paragliding, horse riding, mini jeeps, and this is zorbing which I was talking about. ये एक सर्कल होता है, इसमें दो लोग रह सकते हैं, and they so I'll explain you better here. So it is actually a very nice spot where it's a transparent ball where two people inside it rolling down the slope. So काफी interesting चीज है. Salang Valley में ही usually मतलब आप इसको enjoy कर सकते हैं along with other adventure activities. So yeah, Salang Valley, it's the, if you are planning with your family members, so do not miss traveling to Salang Valley. Next is Rohtang Pass. It is the most popular attractions in Manali. बहुत सालों से, अभी नहीं, काफी टाइम से ये फेमस है रोहतांग पास. एंड दिस इज लोकेटेड 51 किलोमीटर्स फ्रॉम मनाली, एंड ये इट इज आल्सो द गेटवे टू लाहौर एंड स्पीति वैली, एंड ये लेक को भी कनेक्ट करता है आपका रोहतांग पास. इट इज नॉट ओपन यूजुअली ऑल राउंड ऑफ द ईयर. इट इज ओपन फ्रॉम जून टिल अक्टूबर. जून से पहले ड्यू टू हेवी स्नोफॉल इट इज ऑलवेज क्लोज्ड. But yeah, if you want to visit Rohtang Pass, then June to October is the perfect period when you can travel. And यहाँ पे भी काफी एक्टिविटीज हो रही होती है, माउंटेन बाइकिंग, जो भी सारी स्नो से रिलेटेड एक्टिविटीज हैं, दैट यू कैन डू इट हियर. माउंटेन बाइकिंग, स्नो स्कूटर, स्की राइड, these are the activities which you can enjoy, and yes, you can get the equipments on rent also. So Rohtang Pass usually, because as I told you, it is 51 kilometers away from Manali, it is preferable. पूरा दिन लगता है रोहतांग पास को घूम के वापस आने में. इट इज एडवाइजेबल टू गो अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग बिकॉज बहुत ज्यादा व्हीकल्स आर नॉट अलाउड. अप्रोक्सीमेटली 700 to 800 पेट्रोल व्हीकल्स एंड इतने ही डीजल व्हीकल्स आर अलाउड, अगर वो उनका पूरा कंप्लीट हो जाता है, क्योंकि वरना ट्रैफिक जाम काफी लग जाता है. सो इसीलिए मल्टीपल व्हीकल्स आर नॉट अलाउड. एंड इट्स अ स्नो कैप्ड माउंटेन्स. So it is preferable to carry woolen clothes only, and if possible carry a thermos also, where you can just enjoy hot coffee. Good destination, good point to travel Rohtang Pass. And one thing which I missed to cover here, which is Atal Tunnel, which has recently got open. So jo Atal Tunnel hai, it is basically located beside the Rohtang Pass, and it connects to the Leh Ladakh highway. Leh Ladakh Manali highway को connect करता है. Atal Tunnel, it's a new attraction, and it is the longest tunnel in the world, which is of approximately 9 kilometers. And it is named after our former Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So that is also a new tourist destination which one can travel, Atal Tunnel. Next, we'll talk about another destination which is located in Kangra, which is located in Himachal, is Dharamshala. It is located in the district of Kangra. This is also a beautiful location. One thing I missed, I am sorry. I forgot to mention like how many nights you should cover in Manali. Ideal is 3 nights and 4 days. As I told you, 2 nights in Manali is sufficient. 2 nights in Shimla is sufficient. In Manali, 3 nights, 4 days is ideal. If you are tight on your number of nights duration, then you can stay there for 2 nights also. But 3 nights and उसके ज़्यादा अगर आप रुकना चाहें तो well and good, because there are multiple things to explore. अगर आप ज़्यादा nights के लिए भी रुक रहे हैं for 5 nights, 6 nights, then you can cover different nearby areas, Kasol, Malana, कुछ आप trekking भी कर सकते हैं. So yeah, ideal is 3 nights, 4 days, and जितना ज़्यादा आप कर सकें, which is very good. So yeah, sorry, coming back to Dharamshala. Dharamshala is also a beautiful tourist destination located in Himachal. There, it is also consists of two parts: Lower Dharamshala and Higher Dharamshala. Lower Dharamshala is commercial center, and it has different markets, courts, and famous. It is famous for Kotavli Bazaar, where you can go and you can do shopping and you can run your errands on a daily basis. So in Dharamshala, you can usually ideally stay for 2 nights. Near to Dharamshala, there is McLeodganj as well, which is connected to Dharamshala only. Upper Dharamshala is the home to McLeodganj, and which is actually a beautiful destination. It is also a hub for trekkers. यहाँ पे आप trekking कर सकते हैं. McLeodganj का trek is also very famous here. So yeah, if you are traveling to Dharamshala, you can cover McLeodganj, and nearby sightseeing you can do in McLeodganj. Next is Dalhousie. Dalhousie is also the famous hill station of Himachal Pradesh, and it stretches itself through 5 different mountains, which are named here: Katlog, Potrien, Tera, Bakrota, and Bhangura. These are the 5 mountains which are connected to the Dalhousie. It was established by Lord Dalhousie in 1850, and there are many things that will remind you to the colonial past when you are in Dalhousie. Ideal stay when you are in Dalhousie, you can take for 2 nights and 3 days. Minimum is 2 nights and 3 days. Accordingly, then only you will be able to cover most of the places which are in Dalhousie or in the nearby areas. So yeah, it is also famous for its picturesque views. Sightseeing is really good. So it's a happy destination to travel. So one way which is connected to Dalhousie is Khajiar, which is also known as mini Switzerland of India. It is located only 20 kilometers away from Dalhousie. And it is usually preferable to, you can travel for a day also, and for you can take the overnight trip as well. Let's say you can go in the morning and you can come back to Dalhousie in the evening. You can easily cover Khajiar in single day trip. But if you want to stay there for one night, then also that is not a bad option. It is also known for its 9-hole golf course, which is located in the middle of lush greenery landscapes. Ye Khajiar jo hai, it is famous for golf spot. Surrounded by green meadows and dense forest, it is also known for its beautiful temples. So yeah, Himachal Pradesh mein to kafi temples hain hi, but if you want to visit some good temples, then Khajiar is the best option. Single day trip ke liye aap travel kar sakte ho. So that was all about all the places which we have covered so far. If I missed out any important location in Himachal, we can again conduct another session, which can be Himachal 2.0, where we can discuss more about other hill station, which we have not discussed in detail today. I'll be happy to conduct the same. So let's talk about more what is the best time to visit Himachal Pradesh. March to June and September to December. These are the few months which are the good period when you can travel. It is not suggested in August and September, basically in July and August, due to rainfall, heavy rainfalls and landslides. It is not advisable. But yes, people do travel at their own risk. So safety, as I mentioned, water currents in rivers of Himachal Pradesh are actually very strong. So it is advisable not to stand near the bank or the river, or do not do the photography very near. That's a pro tip which you can always tell to your customers. COVID guidelines. As of now, as of today, COVID negative certificate is not mandatory. We cannot comment whether it will be mandatory tomorrow or not, but as of today, it is not mandatory. Whenever it will be mandatory, we will notify you on our website also, and we'll send you the emailers as well. E-pass is required to enter the state, and every passenger has to download Arogya Setu app. No quarantine is there in Himachal Pradesh if someone is traveling from another states. So that was all about Himachal destination. So now we'll talk more about how you can get the best deals. So as you know, we have promoted our page for Himachal Pradesh, where you can get the deals within, you can get the quotation as per your requirement of the customer very quickly. You do not have to send the requirement to us. wait for us to send you the quotation. Though it will not take more than 15 minutes also, our team is very proactive in sending the quotations. But if your customer is having less time and they need the quotation as soon as possible, then this is the page which you have to reach out to. We will be sharing also, which is domestic.traftland.com/Himachal. This is a page where we have mentioned complete information. There is a brochure also for Himachal. We do not have our name written over here. You can promote it with your company name as well. You just have to download it, and you can share it with the customers. You can get best deals. If you want to know 4 nights, 5 days package starting at which, you can check it from here. If you cannot decide which package you want to choose, you can just click on view Himachal pricing. We have mentioned all the pricing here with the different pickup and drop destination, be it Chandigarh or Delhi. Whichever nights your customer is looking for, you can just select that and you can check कितने से पैकेज आपका एक्चुअली स्टार्ट हो रहा है. Whether you need 3-star property, 4-star property, आप यहाँ से चेक कर सकते हैं budget. And if you want the quotation as per the itinerary, so we have the option here where you can download, where you can send the package to yourself. So 4 nights, 5 days mein there are different options. 5 nights, 6 days mein there are different options. Departure and pickup and drop cities आप उसके according choose कर सकते हो. If you need the detailed itinerary, you can just download the detailed itinerary and you can share that with your customer. We have nowhere mentioned our company name, so you can promote it with your company name as well. So this is how you can get the quote within seconds. For example, I'll just quickly show you. You need the 5 nights, 6 days package. What you can do is just click on check price. You can select the itinerary. कौन सा star rating आपको package चाहिए? Meal plan क्या चाहिए? MAP or CP? Cab type, which cab type they are looking for? ETOs, Innova Crista or Tempo Traveler. Let's say I'm selecting ETOs. Click on next button. Then they'll ask you a few more details, which you have to fill the page. Date of travel, when your customer is traveling. For example, I'll select 11th August. When will your client book with you? Maybe in 2 to 3 days. That's a hot lead. How many number of new rooms you're looking for? 2 adults are traveling, so 1 room is sufficient. Number of adult children, if any, you can select. Number of infants, if any, you can select. फ्लाइट या ट्रेन टिकट बुक है आपके कस्टमर का, यस या नो. कंपनी नेम, आप कौन सी कंपनी से हैं, आपको वो ईमेल नेम डालना है. आपको अपना ईमेल आईडी डालना है. यहाँ पे जो भी आपका कंपनी का रजिस्टर्ड ईमेल आईडी है ऑन ड्राफ्टलाइन, यू हैव टू ऐड दैट. यू हैव टू ऐड योर नंबर. गेट इंस्टेंट कोड्स. The moment you will click on get instant quote, you will get the quotation automatically on your email ID. And if you want to go back to the main page, you can do that. If you want to check the flight prices also for your customer who is traveling from different city and you need the flight for Delhi or Chandigarh or any other cities, you can just click on flight prices as well. Back to main page, you will get the quotation on your email. You can go through it. If everything is good to go, just mail to us that this package, we are ready to book the package. Please process the booking. Our team will share the payment and cancellation policy with you. Then you can do the booking. This is how quickly you can get the quotation and you can confirm your booking with Traftland now. So here we have mentioned all the packages. And if you think the kind of itinerary which you are looking for and we are not having the package over here, then you can definitely share the requirement with us. You can share the requirement from here. Click on submit requirement. Just click on submit requirement, fill this form. Once you will click on submit requirement, we will automatically get your query and we will make sure we will make sure that you will get the quote at the earliest. And if you want to check which hotels which we are offering in the above quotation, here we have added the list also. If your customer is looking for any other hotel which is not mentioned here, then you can share with us in the submit requirement section. Share the complete detailed requirement with us. We will share the quote. This is how you can get the quotation within minutes. That is all from my side. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Rakshit, over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Aishwarya, for this beautiful presentation and showing all our travel partners like how we have recently, made the best use of technology to provide them instant quotations for Himachal Pradesh. As you mentioned that we have done we have reduced the process where they have to submit their requirement initially and then we will code them. Here they can directly get the code instantly on their mail itself. So definitely it's a really great thing. And audience, now is the time to start posting your queries and we'll be taking them up one by one. We already have received a couple of questions though. So this question is from ARK Tourism, and I believe you mentioned the Shimla Kalka toy train. So can you suggest the timings for toy train as well?
Timings are usually in the morning hours. 8 a.m. से start हो जाता है usually. काफी late night का नहीं होता. You can take the toy train till afternoon timings only, and you can, so that you can reach Himachal. You can reach Shimla during daylight. So morning hours का होता है. If they are looking for exact timings, I can get back to them with the exact timings.
All right, and can you share up per ticket cost as well for this toy train?
Yeah, I'll share that. Even I don't know, because अभी काफी changes हुए हैं कोविड के टाइम से, prices fluctuate हुए हैं, तो जो भी current prices होंगे we'll definitely share it with everyone.
Perfect. So our next question is in regards with, is there any special pass required to visit Rohtang Pass?
Yes, permit required होता है रोहतांग पास का. ज्यादा कॉस्टली नहीं होता, एक्सपेंसिव नहीं होता, 500 to 600 per person. So जिस भी वेंडर से या किसी भी सप्लायर से आप बुकिंग करवा रहे होते हो, so that is their responsibility. They will provide you the permit also. Permit and vehicle उनका separate होता है. You cannot take your own vehicle to Rohtang Pass. There are different vehicles. That is why I told you 800 to 900 vehicles are only allowed in petrol segment, and in diesel segment also 800 to 900 vehicles are only allowed on an everyday basis. And yes, one more information, Rakshit. Rohtang Pass remains closed on Tuesdays because of the maintenance.
Okay. So can you share some more details about Rohtang Pass as well, like what all can tourists expect there?
Yeah, see, as I mentioned, there are multiple adventure activities one can do. All these snow related activities one can explore. It's a beautiful long mountains. You can just go there to chill and relax. जो drive होता है, that is 51 kilometers away from Manali. So जो drive है आपका मनाली से रोहतांग पास का, that is also very picturesque view. So one can enjoy that drive. So basically Rohtang Pass is famous for its mountain, snow-capped mountains only, and for the adventure activities.
Definitely. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, that once I visited in my college time, so usually in our college group, it was planned that we'll be going to Solang Valley. So the driver in which we went through I believe Tata Jeep it was. So once we were, traveling to Solang Valley, then the driver said that if instead of going right, we go to left, then that is the way for Rohtang Pass.
Correct. You're absolutely correct, Rakshit. That is how.
So,
और अभी तो अटल टनल भी वहां पे लाइफ मतलब ओपन है, तो दैट इज आल्सो अ ब्यूटीफुल टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन. आप जा सकते हो घूमने.
Definitely. So next question is, since we mentioned that e-pass is currently mandatory, so what is the guidelines, like how can one register for an e-pass?
ऑनलाइन रजिस्टर आप करवा सकते हो ई पास के लिए, और यू कैन जस्ट टेल योर सप्लायर टू प्रोवाइड द ई पास, एज आई ऑलरेडी मेंशन्ड. सो वहां पे जो भी लोकल्स होते हैं, दे गो एंड दे अरेंज द ई पास फॉर द सेम. सो इट इज इजीली मैनेजेबल.
All right. And if one has to add Khajjar in the itinerary, so abhi currently जो हम itineraries offer कर रहे हैं in our domestic Himachal page, so is Khajjar added in that, or
yes,
can we get added?
Yes, it is added. Day trip of Khajjar is always added in Dalhousie. Whenever you are choosing the itinerary where you need Dharamshala and Dalhousie, or maybe only Dalhousie, then day trip of Khajjar is included in it. लेकिन अगर किसी को वहां पे one night stay लेना है, that can be customized. We can provide that easily.
Perfect. And since currently the pickup and drop is of Chandigarh and Delhi, and we have seen that there is a fair difference. So let's say if the customer wants the pickup and drop from maybe Pathankot or Ambala instead of Chandigarh, so will there be a fair difference as well?
Yes, there will be a fair difference. अंबाला अगर आप अंबाला या चंडीगढ़ से अलग अलग ले रहे हो तो fair difference होगा. We can easily provide the transport services either from Chandigarh, Delhi, अंबाला. आप कहीं से भी ले सकते हो, whichever is near to the customer. जो उनको इकोनॉमिकली सूट करता है, इकोनॉमिकली नहीं भी सूट करता, लेकिन अगर उनको थोड़ा सुटेबल पड़ता है as per their timings, they can do that. From Ambala also people travel, from Pathankot also people travel, so we can provide that. That depends. अगर देखो ये हर एक supplier और agent पे vary करता है. If they have a local driver who is based out of Ambala, who is based out of Pathankot and pickup भी उनका Pathankot से है, तो cost में difference नहीं आएगा. But let's say driver जो है वो चंडीगढ़ से पठानकोट जा रहा है उनको पिकअप करने, then there might be a difference in the costing. So that is very dynamic. I cannot comment exactly कि हाँ बिल्कुल same होगा या बिल्कुल differ करेगा. So yeah, that depends on the person from whom you are booking the package.
All right. Thank you for answering this question. So next question is from Mr. Sharad, and he wants to know about the availability of Jan food in all the given destinations in Himachal.
Yeah, that's a good question. So Jan food is also an important thing which people prefer taking. So I must say it is not available in every restaurant. But yes, if a customer is having a requirement of Jain food, then we can provide the hotel as per their requirement. So there are few hotels in every location which offers easily Jain food. There are different restaurants also nearby to Manali and nearby Shimla which offers Jain food. So this particular information needs to be conveyed in the prior so that we can prepare the quotation accordingly and we can give the hotels which can provide Jain food. So in Himachal, there is no issue that a customer cannot get Jain food easily. There are multiple options.
Okay, and let's say if one has to cover entire Himachal, so what is the suggested days of number of nights which you would suggest?
Suggested complete Himachal तो बहुत ही difficult है. I'll talk in realistic terms, but yeah, if you want to cover these famous places which I have covered right now, then 7 nights 8 nights में आप cover कर सकते हो. I'll just quickly tell. For example, 2 nights in Shimla, 3 nights in Manali, then you can take 2 nights in Dharamshala, 2 nights in Dalhousie. It is total 9 nights and 10 days package. तो इसमें आपके 4 basic जो 4 main वो हैं डेस्टिनेशंस है वो आपकी कवर हो जाएंगी. एंड व्हेन यू आर स्टेइंग इन मनाली में आप 3 nights 4 days रुक रहे हो, विच मीन्स यू हैव कंप्लीट 3 days एक्सेप्ट 1 day ट्रैवलिंग, यू हैव 3 days टू स्पेंड. तो आप वहां पे कसौल कवर कर सकते हो, मलाना कवर कर सकते हो. व्हेन यू आर इन शिमला यू कैन कवर कुफरी, जाको टेम्पल. सो ये सब चीजें आप उस पर्टिकुलर डेस्टिनेशन में रहकर कवर कर सकते हो. व्हेन यू आर इन डलहौजी यू कैन कवर खजियार. Correct. So in 9 nights, 10 nights itinerary, you can cover most of the places.
Definitely. And since you mentioned some of the places, I would like to share some of the trivia facts about them as well. Like I recently read somewhere that if someone visits to Malana, there is a special taboo there that outsiders are not allowed to touch anything. So
Correct.
Definitely that's quite intriguing. And since you told about that Jaku temple, so according to the mythology, it is believed that Hanumanji stayed there while he was looking for Sanjeevani Booty. So
Correct.
Definitely these are some of the things which definitely made Himachal as an interesting tourist destination. Like tourists definitely want to see, like, oh, see, this is how enriching our culture is, and so many things and mythological places are combined with them. So these all make the experience very beautiful for every one of us.
Definitely. I completely agree with you, Rakshit, here. Also, one information which I heard, which I'm not very sure whether this is true or not, but in Malana, domestic, local people are not allowed to travel. Only international people can travel to Malana in the complete village. Like, वहाँ पे कोई barriers होते हैं, they'll not allow local people to travel. I don't know whether this information is 100% true or not. Until and unless मैं वहां जाकर नहीं आऊंगी, आई नॉट बिलीव दिस. बट या ऐसा मैंने काफी बार सुना है कि वहां पे लोकल्स अलाउड नहीं होते. जो वहां रह रहे हैं दे आर अलाउड, बट समवन फ्रॉम इंडिया इफ ही और शी इज ट्रैवलिंग, देन दे विल नॉट अलाउ देम टू एंटर द मेन विलेज ऑफ मलाना.
Oh, that is interesting. So let's move on to the next question. This is from ARK Tourism, and they want to know, like, how many nights are recommendable if someone wants to cover like Shimla, Manali, Dalhousie, Kasol. Like, if you can give an individual night stay for all these.
2 nights Shimla, 3 nights Manali, and they mentioned Dalhousie, correct?
Dalhousie and Kasol.
Dalhousie and Kasol. Kasol is for 1 night only. So when you are traveling to Manali, you can take 3 nights Manali or 2 nights Manali and 1 night Kasol. That depends, that vary. So total in 4 nights, you can cover Manali and Shimla, and you can take 2 to 3 nights in Dalhousie. अगर आपको सिर्फ डलहौजी ट्रैवल करना है, you do not want to stay in Khajiyar, then you can take 2 nights in Dalhousie. And if you want 1 night in Khajiyar also, then you can take 2 plus 1. So total 6 to 7 nights itinerary is quite sufficient to cover all these 4 places.
Perfect, perfect. Next question is from Mr. Suryakant, and he wants to know like which is the best way to visit Rohtang Pass, like either going through the Atal Tunnel and return back few kilometers for Rohtang Pass, or take the right turn before tunnel and go to Rohtang Pass directly.
I am not pretty sure what's the correct answer for this, but yeah, I can get back on it. I'll definitely get back on the same.
All right. So this question is from Mr. Vikas, and he wants to know like, can we do Hamta Pass as well?
Yeah, definitely they can include Hamta Pass. That is a different location which is not ideally included in this particular itinerary which I discussed right now. This comes under the customization part. If anyone wants to cover any offbeat destination in the package, they can share the same with us. We can provide the quotation accordingly. So Hamta Pass भी cover कर सकते हो आप itinerary में.
Perfect, perfect. So I believe we have covered almost every question, and this brings us towards the end of our today's session. So thank you so much, Aishwarya, for helping us as well as our travel partners understand like what all there's in Himachal destination. And thank you to audience too that you took out your precious time to attend today's session. And I hope your doubts and queries were resolved. So once again, like if you want instant quotations for best B2B Himachal deals, you can go to domestic.trafplan.com/Himachal, and you can check out 25 plus top selling itineraries. And the viewers who are watching us live on YouTube today, if you like today's session, do get a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you never miss out on any such of our exciting learning webinars. So thank you to everyone once again. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone.